Hello everybody. Dating and development here. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, welcome to the channel. Or welcome to the podcast, depending on what platform you are streaming this on. Or listening to this, or watching this even. And before we get into today's topic, we have a very kind word from our sponsor.
It's free real estate.
Thank you for that. So I was scrolling through my phone there earlier on, and I found some notes that I have taken in relation to testing. Now, how women test men, that is. So without further ado, let's get into it. What we have to realize is that every woman tests, okay? So do women know they're testing a man? Do they know it? Not necessarily, okay? Women will test men on a subconscious level, while some of them will test purposely. And the reason why they test on a subconscious level is because it's ingrained in a woman to test men. And it goes back to the primitive era where human beings existed as like Neanderthals, should I say. And that breaking their functions back then, men and women, I'm saying back then, not now. But back then, a woman's basic function was to reproduce with the most desirable man. And by that I mean the man who has, a good pair of jeans, or a good set of jeans, and I'm not talking about Levi's or Jack and Jones or Gucci, okay? So that if she produces with a man who had desirable genes, that her offspring would survive, okay? That still plays a very important role today, but it's a lot more complicated, factoring money and everything else in this day and age. So that's why women test men, is to make sure that if they have children, that they will be strong like the person who impregnated the woman. I gotta be very careful with what I say because I don't want to get hit by the bots with the algorithms. Anyways, now you might be thinking, if I'm getting tested by a woman, is this a good thing? And you bet your con socks it is a good thing. A woman tests a man to see if he is the man she thinks he is. It comes from an evolutionary instinct, as I previously mentioned, where a woman has to feel a man's strength in knowing that he is able to protect her and make her feel secure. Good genes. Now, the thing is that 99%, I think that's a bit of a stretch, majority of men fail these tests because they don't know that they're being tested and they aren't self-aware as to what a test is. And you can pass these tests easily if you're centered, confident and playful, and also have an abundance mindset. So if a woman tries and tests you, which I'll explain what she could say to you in a minute, that you don't move off center, you don't lose emotional self-control. Now, as I thought, if you're a beginner, assume that nearly everything she says is a test, even though it might not be, but just to play it safe at the beginning stages. Okay? So, if you're on a date or whatever, or like you just strike up conversation with a girl at a bar and she says, "Oh, what's your name?" Besides saying, "My name's Jeff," just reply with, "Oh, my birth cert says Jim, but you can call me sexy or handsome," or whatever, It's a big difference in response. It's cheeky, it's charming, it's playful. Once you kind of get used to like what a woman might test you on through your own research and self-growth and everything else, it will come a lot more naturally. Now, I will give you some strategies into passing a woman's test. This is like a very brief crash course video. So some strategies to pass a woman's test. 1, agree and amplify. So if she says, "Oh, I don't like her shirt," and you say in cheeky tone, "Yeah, I don't like it either, but hey, I bought 10 more shirts like these just for you," cheekily kind of thing. Okay, so agree and amplify. 2, you can ignore and change topic. So if she says "Hey, I don't like your t-shirt," just change that, like, "Oh, cool, where'd you grow up?" kind of thing. Just ignore deflecting it. Or you can flip the script and test her. Okay? And then 4 is that you can reply with something stupid. So if she says, again, "I don't like her shirt," you can go, "That's brilliant. My toenails." And then redirect conversation. Or, "That's great. And hey, I like eggs, and then move on. You know, just not really comply with it. Now, those are strategies to pass the test, but I'll do another video explaining what the main types of tests are. And as I said, the main reasons why men fail these tests is that they don't realise that they're being tested. They become emotional when tested, so they're moved off their centre. So if a woman knows that you can be emotionally moved off your centre easily, she'd be thinking, okay, so what else can move them off your centre? Let's try that. Or further down the line, if she were to progress things with you, that she would be out to see, okay, if he lost his frame here, if he lost his control of his emotions here, or else is he going to lose control of his emotions? Or they lose frame of woman. Okay, so that they're not in control of the situation frame, that the woman's always leading and always in control. But more about frame in another video. So that practically sums up all the notes I had on my phone there about testing. I will do another video soon this week about the different types of tests and ways to pass those kind of tests. So take care, God bless, stay safe, and all the best.